You don't know how happy I am. I'm 86 years old, and now my knees have improved. In the past couple of weeks since I've been here, I have to say 50%. What was really bothering me immensely for the past 24 years has been my knees. My son, who's a chiropractor in Houston, Texas, got a machine into his office. While I was visiting, I had 2 treatments, and in 2 treatments, I found a fabulous improvement. And he said, you know, Mom, there's a doctor in Sarasota who's got the same machine, Dr. Duke of Circle Chiropractic. He said, I'm going to set you up with him. I cannot really tell you, I have had PRP, I have had stem cell, I have had Synvic, I wore braces, but nothing has given me this relief as the SoftWave machine. The staff in this office is wonderful, and Dr. Duke is the best.
I was dealing with some chronic neck and shoulder issues, and I had an injury that was in my elbow. I'm a hairstylist. It's very common, like to get frozen shoulder. Would wake up in the morning sometimes with so much pain, talk to the staff and Dr. Duke about it, and they had an intro session that I tried. It was excellent. Right off the bat, I noticed results. So I signed up for a complete package, and I asked if we could include my elbow. I had an injury from working out. I was limited in my motion. I would wake up with a lot of pain, and stretching, moving, CBD oil, CBD balm, ibuprofen, and I could get back to probably 80%, but it was always there. And just having the neck and shoulders done initially, I even felt results in my elbow, and we weren't even focusing there. When they treated the elbow, it was very noticeable. And I went outside after I get an adjustment, after I get a treatment. I like to go for a walk. There's a park near the office, and it just kept getting better and better, and I had a complete feeling of well-being, and it's kind of odd, but like waves of euphoria is the best way to describe it. So it's been 4 months. I have no pain. I'm working out, full range of motion, no issues when I'm at work. I'm even back up to the weight that I like for working out, and I totally 100% suggest that you try it, because I have never had the total healing. I've had a lot of relief. I've had good results that have minimized, but I have no pain. Invest in your health, invest in healing, because that's the main ingredient in life.
My name is Anthony Leonard. A couple years ago, I came in to see Dr. Army, and he was doing back adjustments on me, and I let him know that I was having some shoulder pain, and he recommended that I go get an MRI, and I went and had an MRI done, and then I had to go see a shoulder surgeon in the area and found out that I had torn supraspinatus, torn bicep tendon, torn tricep tendon, and they recommended surgery. Luckily for me, that doctor was not surgery happy, or cut happy as they call it. And I came back, I spoke with Dr. Duke as a recommendation from Dr. Army about TRT, disc therapy. When I first came, I could not go this high without being in absolute excruciating pain. Now my arm goes like this. I don't need surgery anymore. I can use my arm, and anybody that has any type of muscle issue, I would highly recommend this, and I'm not a paid actor.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I'd like to share my experiences with you all regarding the SoftWave therapy that Dr. Duke offers. Snowboarding injury 15 years ago and a career as a dentist have left me with chronic lower back pain, specifically a hypermobile inflamed sacroiliac joint. And this has caused untold discomfort, loss of being able to do the things I want to do. And I saw Dr. Duke, and he offered to use the SoftWave as a therapy to hopefully alleviate some of this discomfort. And in just a few short, very painless sessions, he was able to reduce the inflammation to the point where it is almost negligible, and I am able to go back to the things that I love doing, and I cannot thank them enough.
Hi, it's Leanna from Sarasota, Florida, and this is my experience with the SoftWave TRT. I started feeling pain in my shoulder to the point where I could not reach into the back seat of the car while sitting in the front. I feared it was my rotator cuff, so I mentioned it to the doctors at Circle Chiropractic, and after an exam, I was diagnosed with frozen shoulder. I requested laser therapy since I had successfully used that to treat plantar fasciitis previously, but it did not bring relief. Dr. Duke suggested I give the SoftWave TRT a chance, so I consented and bought the 6-treatment package. The first treatment, I had big results, and I would say it was roughly 3 months from the first treatment until I could say I was healed. I would definitely highly recommend you give SoftWave TRT a chance to heal your body, and it worked for me, so what do you have to lose? Thanks again, Dr. Duke and the friendly staff at Circle Chiropractic.
I'm so incredibly blessed to have it because I've been pain-free for years, and you know how I bust my butt in the gym, how much weight I try to lift and all this other stuff. I put it to the test. So I got diagnosed with 2 moderate tears in my right rotator cuff. For me, what that was like is extreme pain when I was trying to do my job, which is be a chiropractor, because obviously you have to be physical with that job. I could not work out. It was too painful to work out. Trying to be a bodybuilder and not being able to work out, obviously that's very stressful. And me and my wife were doing it together, so to feel like I couldn't participate in what we designed for our life was very frustrating. And then I'm a side sleeper, and I could not sleep on that shoulder, and I like to sleep on that shoulder. So at the end of the day, what my life was like was I was very frustrated, but also very scared, because if this pain didn't go away and I couldn't do my job, I got a 2-year-old at home, I got a wife that depends on me. So it was just very nerve-wracking, I guess. I didn't want injections or surgery if I didn't have to, but I gotta tell you, I was getting really close to the injections, because you can only deal with pain for so long. If you're trying something new, the biggest concern is like, okay, what is it and how is it gonna help me? You don't really put a lot of clout into something that you've never heard of before, right? So you're like very skeptical. So I was skeptical. I trusted my buddy. He is one of those chiropractors who is just not just incredibly intelligent, but he was always on like the cusp of new technology. And so I trusted him enough. We went to school together. I'd known him for, I don't know, something like 10 plus years. And so when he offered to come see me on a weekend to try this out, I was like, well, I don't have anything to lose. You know, first of all, the process was pretty crazy. I noticed results, small results right away, which was very encouraging. And then, you know, within probably the first 3 to 4 treatments, I would say a new person, just because the pain was so dull that I could operate without thinking about it so much. I could still do my job, pick up my child, just the little things you don't really think about unless you're in that amount of pain. I was excited because I felt like I was on the road to recovery. And then a couple sessions after that, and I was massively, I'd say 70-75% better. And we kept up with the therapy. I think it was probably around 8 or 9 or 10 or something like that. To be honest with you, after that, I probably did 2 or 3 follow-up sessions in the next few years, and I have not had SoftWave on my right shoulder in 3 years. That just goes to show you, it repairs, regenerates, it gets you the results, and then you keep the results if you take care of it. So I had to get the technology. I mean, because it didn't just work on this shoulder. Obviously, I got tears in this shoulder. I got tendonitis, epicondylitis in this elbow. I tore some cartilage in this, and then I got a quad tendon tear. So I did a number when I was doing the bodybuilding and all that type of thing. So to say that it works massively well for different types of conditions, oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm a walking testimony. I had to get the technology for my patients. I want to talk about the success rate of SoftWave. SoftWave is shocking your body into healing itself, and that is exactly what the body is designed to do. Now, across the board, SoftWave kills it. 85% success rate. And here at Circle, 90 to 95% success rate. Now, why are these so high? Well, it's because your body's really smart, and this software is designed to help ignite that healing process and accelerate it. It's targeting and focusing on just one area of the body. It's like a guided missile aimed at a very specific target. Well, success is judged by us achieving 70% or more improvement in pain, increased range of motion, and quality of life. The alternatives are drugs, injections, and surgery. Now, we know the side effects of medications and steroid injections. They numb the site, they might make you feel good for a while, but it doesn't heal or fix anything. And surgery is just terrifying. When you talk about long-term results, sometimes they just actually cause more harm than good. So with SoftWave, not putting anything in the body that it doesn't need, and we're not taking anything out that it does. SoftWave is shocking your body into healing itself, and that is exactly what the body is designed to do. So if you are struggling with chronic pain, joint pain like shoulder, knee, hip, ankle, foot, or soft tissue injury that is causing pain, reducing motion, give SoftWave a chance. It might just change your life like it changed mine and hundreds of my patients.